Alright, hey, there's my house again. G'day, hi, and welcome. Okay, once upon a time, you guys remember that time when you left from work, but you forgot your clock at home? That time? Well, that's the time it is right now. This is known as a dumbass memory. I'm still okay for time. I got lots of time to get to work, but I left like 10 minutes early, and I guess subliminally I was going to be there. That's what I needed. That's what I needed. Didn't need to do that though. Alright, fine then. Okay, now I got my clock. Now I can go to work. And so it kind of throws my rigmarole off for the day, but that's okay. That's okay. All works out. All works out. Okay. Burnt a little more gas than I want to today. So now I gotta get to the other place and see how much time I'm gonna have to blog or do whatever. Yeah. So anyway, as I was saying in my last video, I was talking about chainsaws, and it's stuff I dream of. Chainsaws. I love chainsaws, especially good, fully functioning ones with sharp chains. Don't know what today's going to be like at all. Like, I literally burnt that chain on the last. That was its. I think its final hurrah. I mean, I knew what was going to happen to it just going into it, but I'm just like, I got like 4 or 5 other jobs I got to finish for this season. And Mini Beast, the trigger's down, so I could try to fix him again, but it's just, it's at the point where it's just not, you know, like, you get maybe about 2 or 3 minutes on it, and then he's done. You know, the trigger lets go, right? Like, you know, is what it is. But don't get me wrong, like, Mini Beast made me so much money in the past, well, 2 seasons, or season and a half, I guess you could say. Got him around this time last year, and holy jeez, it's been just pure profit. $200 for a saw, that's made you thousands of dollars. You know what I mean? Like, if it's done, who cares? You know what I mean? Like, I mean, the saw is still good, it's just the trigger is not reliable enough. I can't be starting jobs and, sorry, I gotta fix my saw, you know, on the job. I'd rather just not do the job, you know what I mean? It's like, chainsaws are a tool that just starting them is abuse. You know what I mean? Like, they're just, you're yanking on them. They start up cold with the highest rev possible, and yeah, you know, and then you're just trying to cut through stuff, you know, and trying to keep the revs up without bogging out the saw. It's just a really brutal tool. It really is. Like, so the fact that you can get like a long time out of a chainsaw, and the chainsaws nowadays, I know, I like the old chainsaws better. They're not better. Yeah, they were easier to work on, but trust me, the new chainsaws, like any chainsaw from say the past 15, 20 years is phenomenal. You know, for even the cheap ones. You know what I mean? Any chainsaw before that, you know, you're tearing it apart every 2 weeks. You know what I mean? Like, you know, like the older 2-stroke stuff just wasn't built to the, by the time I'm done the stump down here today, if I can get away with getting that stump done, then I'd be okay with oh, you got a bicycle? Okay. I gotta get to work here. So like if I get those 2 stumps done this week with that chain, that saw owes me. I got, number one, I got the saw for free. It was a client's, it was her husband's saw. After he passed, she gave it to me, and I mean I use it there all the time too. So she gave that to me, and I was like, I've been meaning to get a chain for it. But I was able to get that chain going good, but I think I really screwed it this time. Like, I don't know if I'm beyond sharpening, you know, I got a bunch of trees and stuff to cut today, so I don't know at all how much I'm going to get there. And that lean-to that I made there last Saturday, that I got to cut that down a little bit too because it's too high. So it's like I only need today and maybe about 3 more days with that chain, and then I'm good. If not, I gotta go get another chain. But if I'm gonna go get another chain, I think it's time to get another saw. Is what it is.